Hello and welcome to English 2. I'm your online teacher, Miss Bear. We have been looking at Julia Alvarez's A Genetics of Justice and exploring how authors develop and refine claims and how they present their details to develop and refine those claims. And so today is your end of the unit assessment. So I'm not going to remind you of this just yet. We are going to move right into our agenda for the day. We're going to be accountable for our homework, and then I'm going to put you out there to do your end of the unit assessment and try to give you as much time as possible. And there is a little bit of homework that I would like for you to do in preparation for our next unit. So let's move into our homework accountability. You were to reread A Genetics of Justice and annotate for the idea of justice in the text. And so I'd like for you to turn and talk with a neighbor about that idea. Good job. Now, before I let you go into writing that end of the unit task, I want to share some of the masterful responses that you had, as well as some of the ones from the text itself. So let's look at those before I release you. In paragraph 14, Alvarez says, I want my mother to see what she cannot yet imagine. El F.A. coming undone. In paragraph 16, she says, finally, after 31 years, Trujillo was brought to justice. And then in paragraph 30, Alvarez says, thank you having instilled in me through your sufferings a desire for freedom and justice. And lastly, in paragraph 31, if there is such a thing as genetic justice that courses through generations and finally manifests itself full-blown in a family moment, there it was. I would like for you to share out some of the ideas that you had as well at this time. Fantastic job. Now, you know when you write an essay, you're not going to be writing it with a group or partner. So I want you to have your binder with all of your notes and everything that you have, and I know you organized them last night in preparation for today's essay. But I want you to have your notebook paper ready to write, and I'm going to leave the end of the unit assessment on your board as we close out. I'm going to come back to it because I do have to give you homework. I forgot about that. But you are going to be writing a multi-paragraph response to the prompt. How does the sentence, no flies fly into a closed mouth, develop and refine one of Alvarez's ideas in A Genetics of Justice? Because this is a formal writing task, the end of the unit assessment should include an introductory statement, well-organized ideas supported by relevant and sufficient textual evidence, as well as a concluding statement or section that clearly establishes the significance of the claims and strategies. And it says that King uses, because I messed up, that's supposed to say that Alvarez uses. Also, remember to use your vocabulary as well as proper grammar, capitalization, punctuation, spelling to achieve a formal style and objective tone. Again, you can use any of your notes and any of your tools from any of the lessons throughout this unit. So I'm going to move to homework, and then I'm going to come back to this screen so that you can pause it as you are writing your essay. When you get ready and you finish your essay for today, your teacher has copies of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And I want you to read the preamble as well as all of the articles 1 through 10, box any unfamiliar words and look those definitions up. And as you have done in the past, I want you to write a definition that fits with the context above or near the word in the text. So I'm going to put the end of the unit assessment back up for you, and I'm going to close out for today and let you write your essay, and I can't wait to see how you guys answer this prompt. Until next time, happy learning.